Hey Scorpio, what's up? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it's time to do your energy check-in for you and the ones on your mind for the week ahead, for the week of August 2025, that even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live, this is a timeless message. So whenever it found its way into your algorithm, you clicked on it and you decided to come and hang out with us for a bit, perfect timing as always, or subscribe and stick around for a while, set the bell to all notifications. We'd love to have you here. All right. So we're going to tap in and tune in to you and your one's energies, and whatever message comes out, I'm going to convey it across to you, okay? Because when you're with me, you are ultimately and indefinitely protected. I'm your ride or die. I got your back, and I'm your crystals, all right? So let's go for it. Here we go. Let's tap in and tune in to Scorpio's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Scorpio. I love reading for you. Let's give it up for the fixed water sign. What do we got for the fixed water sign? Scorpio, Scorpio, wherefore art thou, O Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any other name still be just as sweet? Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. You know it. Right, Jesse? Right, Camilla? Right, Darkwater? They would totally. Let's go for it. Capricorn. Oh, Sally. Hey, Sally, what up? Capricorn's going to be tomorrow. I'm doing Sagittarius is still today. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are tomorrow. Hey, Sandra. Oh, that's a cool emoji. I like that one. All right, let's dig in. Give me 2 shuffles for Scorpio. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, straight up sexy Scorpios. Here we go. The Beatles deck's going to handle your blessings today because you got the 9 of Cups in the overall energy. George Harrison with all the guitars in his collection. Danny Harrison's a really, really lucky kid. Anyways. 9 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Lover's card on the Tower. This shows a rebuild that comes in here. I know this might sound mean, but everything that's happened, even the Tower moments that have been going on, they're all part of your divine plan with the Lover's card and happening for a very good reason, because it's the energy that God's will is your will. 3 of Pentacles, your guardian angels are watching over you right now to ensure that your blessings come in. All right. It's kind of like the energy I'm being told is your 9 of Cups blessings you wished for required some growth and some work. All right. And it's like changes that can be a little weird to feel. You know what I mean? But the Lover's card, it is happening as it's supposed to. And in the King of Swords, you're going to find out why. I think your intuition is going to start strengthening. Some of you guys might even be hearing like voices or more deeper intuitive hits in that. So let's see where it goes. All right. Current conditions of Scorpio. What we got? The 5 of Swords, that is somewhat it's feeling. On the 7 of Swords, leading towards the Ace of Cups. Some of you guys might actually be online or in social media or content creation, because that's George Harrison taking the first selfie ever. Actually, I think Paul took one a little earlier, a few years back. But you're coming to a point that you're kind of tired of feeling frustrated, 5 of Swords, and ready to walk away from everything. 7 of Swords, go a little nomadic, just do your own thing, and follow your own dreams, your own destiny with the Ace of Cups. This tells me you are complete. If you've been dealing with a lot of tarot readings, right, that's like, well, if you haven't done all this and that, you don't fully complete and you fully love yourself and et cetera and so forth, then you're not ready for your love, right? Ain't wrong. Remember, we're human beings. Every single one of us is different. Our DNA is our own genetic blueprint. No 2 beings are alike. To assume that every single person on this world is completely happy, healthy, and healed on their own is like saying that they've only drove a Ford Ranger their entire life. And when you try to hook up a 52-foot semi-trailer to a Ford Ranger, it can't tow it, right? So everybody that assumes that, oh, Scorpio, this is how you're supposed to be. And you're like, it's like, I'm trying, but I don't know why it's not working, 5 of Swords. This is because your genetic blueprint shows that you're designed to be with someone. You're not meant to be alone. Your DNA blueprint shows you are complete. And it's the fact that you don't need someone in your life. You want someone there to complement you and to be on your team and to be on your side. And you're one of those that require it. You're a full crew cab, big, heavy duty, super lifted truck with tinted windows and big tires and stuff, right? You can handle a 52-foot trailer. And when everybody else is trying to give you those warnings of being like, oh no, watch out, it's just a Ford Ranger, be careful. Everybody's a Ford Ranger. And you're like, nope, I'm a dually. I'm rolling coal. Somebody drives a diesel, or maybe even like truck driver, an overland driver. And maybe you're judged for who or what you are when you're just being yourself. Oh, Scorpio, that's not how everybody else acts. Act like everybody else. And you're like, no. So you're just like, no. I love reading for you. Five of Swords. Look, Paul and Ringo back here are like, hey, John, we're at the beach. Why do you have a fur coat on? And John's like, because that's it, right? You're tired of people telling you or questioning you for being you. You want to wear a fur coat to the beach? You're going to go for it, right? Some of you guys could be totally vegan, though. And you might be like, Archer. And I'm like, synthetic fur? Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups. You're just tired of feeling like it's you against the world. And it's all becoming very challenging to deal with. And as much as you try to Ace of Cups, go with the flow, it's just like it's fighting you upstream, trying to get through all of it, right? Ace of Cups shows you're nearing the end and getting ready for a new chapter. And I am being told the energies of the cycle that's approaching, coming up, now that we're out of the retrograde and that we're out of the Lionsgate portal, this one's about love, okay? This wouldn't be an energy where I'm like, well, it looks like Scorpio's just worried about their money right now. Nope. The energy is going forward for you. I'm seeing it for at least the next month's worth of readings. When you find Scorpio reads, they're going to be about the love department, all right? Mr. Boombastic. Why am I playing those kind of songs right now? Oh, my gosh. I got to get back to Nashville. Anyways, okay, let's get into the love department, starting with the past person, all right? Because you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is Just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do. And this person wants a new start. Straight up, Fool card to the Justice on the Knight of Cups. Told you. They knew they acted foolish before. Age difference might even have been a factor on this. Aries energy. But the Justice card shows up, as I was mentioning Libra energy just a bit ago, that you know that this person is still, they're talking about you in rooms that you've recently been. You guys still roam in the same circles or live near to each other, or somehow they're still, or digital friend group or something, because they're talking about you in like, so what'd Scorpio say? Was Scorpio here? Scorpio ask about me? What's up with Scorpio? And I'm being told somebody looks at basically and says, if you want to talk to Scorpio, you can dial direct. So you've got somebody that's actually on your team that's telling this person either to man up or woman up and take a chance. Okay? So we'll get some details to make sure it's safe to proceed, especially for those of you that already have gotten the offer. With the Knight of Cups, it is a very unique love offer when the Knight of Cups arrives in. But this is a form of communication. All right? George with his Jaguar and that 12-string, that is a unique love offer. When the Rickenbacker company gave him the very first prototype Rickenbacker 12-string guitar, to try to get a Rickenbacker guitar, let alone a prototype, let alone hand it to you, you literally would have to be a Beatle to get that. But he got it. It's that unique. No, Archer, this could never happen. This person isn't going to change. They're still probably just as foolish as before, right? Somebody here actually either has their CCW or like hunting practice or something in a backyard, or like, I don't know, bow and arrow, or maybe, I don't know, hunting season, or maybe it's just like this person would go hunting, and for my female Scorpios, you know, not give you the time of day and disappear for weeks and months, and then, oh, I gotta go up into the woods and go hunting and chase Bambi. And I never understood that. I never got into it, just my own thing. But anyhow, Justice card and Knight of Cups, this shows here an offer that you don't suspect and could never happen happening. If I'd gone to like 18-year-old George Harrison and gone, hey, guess what? In like 3 or 4 years, you'll be like 23 years old. And you're going to get handed a guitar that like in the future would be worth like $1 million. He'd be like, not me. I'm some scruff from Liverpool. I'm like, oh, just you wait. Right? So let's get in the new department. We got to make sure this is safe to proceed, though, because this is kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity approaching on this cycle. So I'm interested. Okay, new energy. Going from the present day forward. This could be somebody you're involved with, or even single and wonder what's coming your way. All right. Strength card. Ooh, strong and confident. Cool. Okay. 8 of Pentacles, hard worker. You guys might even work together. And the 4 of Pentacles, but they're not. So it's 4 of Pentacles. It's like there's something new, yet I think you're fearful of a past energy repeating itself. And it's like, what if this person is just like all the rest? And it's got one of you guys, I'll know better with the clarifiers, it's got one of you guys slightly closed off, okay? Kind of feel like it's them. And I feel like you're the one that's like, look, if you haven't made up your mind now, I guess that is making up your mind. I've given you enough opportunity, and I don't know what to do about it anymore, right? So we'll see where that goes. 4 of Pentacles. See, like, look how they're more worried about writing songs or whatever their hobby is, right? And granted, this is young Paul with his first guitar, but the view is from like a kitchen window, right? And like, hey, do you want to come in and talk to Scorpio, Paul, or do you just want to, you're going to stay out there? Okay, right? Somebody needs to open up their chakra and be vulnerable for you. Leo, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy so far on that part. Strong Aries in the reading, though. Then you got Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, and more Aquarius. Could even be a Scorpio for some of you guys. Could be a Scorpio on Scorpio thing going down, which is kind of cool because you guys already understand each other, which is the... Actually, I'm gonna save y'all however long this reading is going to be. If this is the problem, you're both being mysterious. And you're both trying to impress the other person by being mysterious because you're both Scorpios and being mysterious. When are you guys going to be vulnerable? That's all. You both like each other. Hey, crosswatcher, take a shot. It's cool. All right. I was asked that in the Virgo reading. Some of you guys could even be dealing with a Virgo because I was asked, hey, if I'm dealing with it was like if I'm dealing with a Virgo on Virgo Archer, how do I know which direction it is? As a reader, I read in first person energy. Like even though it's a collective reading, I'm reading to Scorpio. All right. The strongest suggestion I got, what my Sag grandma taught me about, was to take, if it's like Scorpio, would be check out their moon sign. Okay. And I'm not condoning cross watching because whatever their moon sign is, you probably got their moon sign in your chart somewhere. A wink, a wink. There's your mysterious hot priestessness for you. Okay. So anyhow, let's see. Remember, it's not cross watching if you watch for all your places and all your placements and all your charts. I got your back, Scorpio. Okay, let's get into your vibes then. Let's see what we got here. 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Ooh, the Hierophant, nice. Some of you guys were married to this person. Could be talking to some divorcees. 8 of Cups on the 3 of Swords. I actually pull, like, I think some of you guys could actually be experiencing a Saturn return right now, and your life is changing around you as you evolve, all right? Like maybe you've been noticing changes just in stuff you like versus stuff you don't like and just passing it off as like, well, maybe I outgrew that person or I outgrew that TV show or that outfit or whatever. And it's something here about it coming around. Okay. As we get near the end of this devil energy that's been presenting itself to you as the 3 of Swords, where you're always made to feel like you're the third party in everybody's life and like, oh, wow. Do I need to adjust my whole schedule? Do you need time, Scorpio? And you're like, well, gee, I'm not trying to put you out or anything. And you're tired of having to feel that way that like, wow, do I really impose upon people just to try to help them out or be there for them? You know what I mean? 3 of Swords on the 8 of Cups. I think some of the experiences of that devil energy that comes through is allowing you to make confident choices in the 8 of Cups that the things that you have chose to walk away from and the people has all been for a greater good. And that's why you've been having the headaches lately, okay? Is because as you elevate and you start to strengthen, you're gaining more wisdom and knowledge because the Hierophant is actually a bit about the card of a non-biased approach, the High Priest energy. The High Priest knows so much of the knowledge behind the penumbran veil that they can approach from like a more peaceful vibe, right? Instead of all the people in your life that have tried to judge you or mold you to their ways or make you do their bidding, etc. and so forth. This here with the Hierophant is you've learned your lessons from the past that matures and elevates you so that you going forward have learned how to control how you react. And that's going to get some people mad because that's a lot of work. Look at what you've had to do just to get to this point. I ain't putting you down in any way, shape, or form. This is a lot of work. Most people would walk away from this much work. They'd be like, nope, I'll just stay in my cycle. That's too much, right? But you went for it and you succeeded. It's been a long journey and a big test that you've gone through. But the thing that comes through on this one is that you are actually going to have some more time approaching to reorganize and prioritize yourself, okay? And yeah, yourself, right? And it's not that you're on your own or alone, but it's the energies of the people that are like, oh, making you feel like that you start saying, hey, it's no problem. I'll just, let me know when you might even have some people recently start reaching out being like, are you mad at me, Scorpio? Why are you already being, you're like, no, I was just waiting for you to reply. I was doing me. I was living my life. You know, that sort of vibe. And they're like, wait, what? Whoa, what happened to you, Scorpio? You used to be like all over us. And like, no offense, Scorpio, but like maybe the young Scorpio was a little more clingy or needy, right? And now you're coming in all like Sandra D from Greece or Sasha Fierce from Beyonce, and you're going to rattle some cages a little bit. Most people can't go through a glow up as much as you have. That's why you've been going through so much. It's a rough one. But you're Scorpio. You go through 7 levels of ascension. So, yep, you're going to be tested harder than the other signs. And it's flat out, it's because you're capable. Remember what I said at the beginning? You're a big, huge lifted truck. You're super duty. Yeah, right? Everybody else is trying to work with Ford Rangers. I'm not picking on Ford. It's just the TikToks I was watching. All right, give me Hummer, Humvee. I don't know. Pinto. Chevy Volt. There you go. Toyota Camry. Whatever. Toyota. It's cool. Somebody here either wants or needs a new car. What's up with that? Are you trying to pick out a car? That's cool. You're protected as you've come out of the rest of this, okay? It's almost as if the reason your life got a pause and a frustrating hold put on it was God's like, hey, Scorp, we've just been protecting you because there's been some crazy stuff going on in the world around you, okay? And that's why we like, once that energy subsides, the floodgates will be opened back up. Believe it or not, the isolation has been a form of protecting your heart from some weird stuff going on out there. I don't know if you all watch the news or not, but there's some weird stuff going on out there. Anyways, some of you guys are even noticing electrical interference, like lights turning on or off. Because literally, even though this is the Hierophant, for some reason I saw like a vanity mirror, or like I'm a guy, I don't know what they are. There's makeup tables in people's bedrooms with like the lights that look like what actors or actresses use when they're getting ready. You know, with a mirror in the middle. You know what I mean? Some of you guys might even actually, maybe I'm talking to a Scorpio that's an actor or an actress. That's cool. The thing on this here is, there's so much more in the silence than meets the eye that going forward into this one, the confidence you give off are actually going to show a lot of people what you're made of. The ones that thought they knew better, the ones that made you into the villain, you're actually going to get to watch a lot of that karma play out because you stayed good. You knew 2 wrongs don't make a right, and that's why you're awesome. Oh my gosh. What are you up to, Scorpio? That's so cool. The plans behind the scenes are you're going to shock them. And I think that's the energy comes in just as you suspected. You're right. Your intuition is pinging on this one. All right. And some of your rewards coming in are going to move forward. Some of you might be considering investing in like something, I don't know, or maybe you're just maybe a vacation plan, because I'm literally seeing Napa. Something about wineries or breweries might resonate. Interesting. I don't know why, but with the Hierophant, I just heard check your purse. Like, did you lose your keys or glasses or cell phone or something? Because all I heard was tell Scorpio, check their purse. So this must just be for the female Scorpios, or what, briefcase for men, maybe, or something. I don't know. Toolbox. I don't know, whatever. Center console of your truck. I don't know. But anyways. Okay, see, the messages are so wild on this one. And now more on the Hierophant. Okay, what? I love reading for you, Scorpio. 9 of Wands. Oh, 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Okay, now I get it. Cool. Pisces and Virgo. No, Sagittarius energy. Ooh, interesting. A sign to watch out for. Okay, the one on your mind is approaching. You'll know when this happens because you will hear from someone from your past that you in no way want to hear from. 9 of Wands. Oh, Scorpio, I miss you. I still love you. Blah, blah, blah. I made a mistake. And you're like, bye, Felicia. What are you doing here? That's not who. Then you're like, Archer, that's not who I was manifesting. That's the one the other tarot readings talk about that I'm always like, why is that person there? That's your sign. Go with it, because when that one comes in, then your 9 of Cups blessing. That's your heads up. That's your ultimate grand poobah test, right? The grand mal seizure test comes in. Sorry, I was looking at that. I don't have my glasses on. Hush, Scorpio. The 9 of Wands. This one here is what ushers in this one here. Okay, so it's that final test of like, do you go back to the old cycle? And when you're like, nice to hear from you, but I'm doing fine now, or 99% of you just don't even respond, and no answer is an answer, right? And that shows you past the test that takes you into the 9 of Cups, the blessings, the one you really wanted and been praying for. Okay, not the one that the other readings are like, and you're like, I don't want that, not that person, not that person. The other tarot readings are 100% accurate as well. You'll hear from them. But if you close that cycle as the test, then you get this person. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm liking reading for you. This is way too much fun. No chance of short readings today. I'll tell you what, 4 of Pentacles reversed. Oh boy, this person's going to open their heart up. The past person knows the new person. Well, this is Scorpio. This is a bit of a tarot novella. What are you doing? We got to. I knew it. The devil. It's a tarot novella. Because this person won't let you go. And you want this person. Oh, this is 5 of Cups. Don't leave, Scorpio. No. 9 of Cups. You want your blessings. Ace of Cups. I know which way you're going. That's a lot of emotions. This person was an emotional wreck, weren't they? That's 9, 10, 15. That's 14 cups. Some of you guys could be born on the 14th. But this person, emotional, Pisces, clingy, Cancer. And then mysterious. I knew some of you guys could have been dealing with another Scorpio right here. And it would be like one Cancerian being like, I don't date Cancers, they're too clingy. And somebody else being like, say that again, but slower. Right? The thing is, though, that there's love here. There was some very deep love on this one. The devil got in the way. And with all these cups, I feel like the drinking was the biggest problem in this one here, that I don't think you ever really interacted with this person, Scorpio. And some of you guys know that because you dealt with their addiction, right? Probably drunk. The Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, strong Capricorn and Libra energy, Cancer and Aries, Pisces, Capricorn again. Anyways, man, Capricorn and Cancer are pretty hitting it on this one. That's the thing. This person, actually, they hit a break point, okay? This is that energy of, like, with the 4 of Pentacles reverse, like somebody getting near to a point where, like, remember, the 4 of Pentacles is the heart chakra blocked up, where I'm being told some kind of a professional of some kind, somebody looked at them and said, go ahead, keep going. If you keep doing that vice that you're doing, you're not going to be here much longer. And in all of my years of research, I have never seen an addict live into a ripe old age. But this person could break bank. My word's not the last word, all right? But 5 of Cups, they still miss you. And here's the thing. They went through some rough stuff because they felt like they missed out. As they've come off of this stuff, that's where they started realizing, Scorpio, you're going to wind up meeting a whole new person in them. They've changed. You've never dealt with them. And for those of you that were married, the families of an addict go through just as much stress as, well, not as much, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to downplay somebody having to come off of drinking or drugs or whatever. But what I'm saying is the family goes through a lot too, right? Some of you guys had to put up with this and take the brunt of it as they were in and out of rehabs or police involvement and DUIs, however it resonates to you. And it became a lot. I'm going to tell you what, as long as you guys have been apart, that was what had to happen. God protected you. But also, if you guys had stayed together, you wouldn't have let him go through the dark night of the soul, because you're like the most loving sign in the Zodiac, Scorpio, you know? And God's like, sorry, I'm really sorry, Scorpio, but you would have protected them. You wouldn't have let them hit rock bottom, you know? The time apart allowed them to hit rock bottom with the devil and the justice card and pay the karmic debt off, you know? And this is what's allowing them to return in the Ace of Cups for a new love with you. Just like my Sag grandma used to tell me that, Archer, when the Ace of Cups shows up in a past person reading, when you're reading for somebody, wants somebody to come back, this tells you they've done the work and it's a fresh start. It's not picking up on an old cycle, which tells me this person beat out the devil energy, whatever their vice is, all right? For some of you guys, it could have just been corn, all right? Or, you know, flirting, texting, too much interaction. Some of you guys, for 3% of you guys, it could have been cheating. Okay, whatever that vice is, whether it was sex, drugs, or rock and roll, or money, because somebody wouldn't put their phone down. I keep seeing the online sports betting and gambling stuff, right? And whatever it is, they had to overcome it, but they had to do it on their own because you love them and you'd have protected them. So for those of you waiting for the most unusual love offer you've ever seen, get ready for Rickenbacker to send you a free guitar. Scorpio, if Rickenbacker sends you a free guitar, can I please have it? I'll give you something else. You want to, no, I can't give you Buddha Scroll. It's mine. I don't know. Let me know. It's the most unique love offer where this Knight of Cups approaches and like, hey, here's my cup. Can we try new? And you've never met this person because you always dealt with whatever they were addicted to, always took over. This is some of the people that instead of choosing the addiction, this person finally decided to choose you and health. That's intense. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get into the new person vibes. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Strong Capricorn. Leo, could be another Scorpio. I keep pulling strong, repeating Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio vibes. Pisces is here. Virgo's here. Aries is here. Cancer, if I didn't mention that. Sagittarius. Taurus. That's all I'm pulling. Doesn't have to be their sun sign, though. But it's definitely the part of their chart that not only is being activated when I ask about you, but also is affected by what they put you through. This person has gone through a transformation deep on a soul structured level. That would be the kind of change that would happen when something that takes away all the dopamine from the brain is removed, and then the brain starts reproducing its own dopamine. Yep. Okay, I like it. For some of you guys, you were just straight up, you were the dopamine. I'm Pretty Woman. You know what I mean? Okay. I do like that song. It's a good bass line. All right, let's see what's up with the new person vibes. All right, and thanks for being here too, Scorpio. If you want to book a personal private reading with me, all you have to do is scan this QR code right here. It'll take you to the link tree. The first link's the booking site. It's all automated. You can pick your day, pick your time from those available. And then once you book the reading, I'll reach out. I'll send you the link to the Zoom reading. If you choose to have a live one-on-one with me here, I do record it, so you get a copy later afterwards too. Or just traditional private YouTube video where I'll reach out and get the questions, the details. But whatever you pick, I look forward to reading for you and helping in any way possible. All right, check it out. It is all automated. You don't have to wait for me to reply back. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Hashtag instant gratification. And please consider subscribing, being part of the fam. I go live every Monday for All Signs, then throughout the week with individual lives. Plus, I have 2 more collab announcements coming up. Staying tight, okay? One of them is going to be with Frankie. The other one's a surprise, and there is a public appearance coming up too. So stay tuned. Please subscribe. Also, make sure you're subscribed to Frankie too, because me and Frankie's Tarot, we missed reading together so much, and I love that girl. She is like the awesomest. It's like a sister I never had. So you will definitely be seeing the 2 of us more. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels, okay? And love you. Okay. All the safe to click links are in the link tree. That QR code takes you to everything. Playlist, the base covers, the pick-a cards. I got to do more pick-a cards. Interviews and everything, okay? So thanks for being here, and peace and love. All right, let's get back to your reading. Thank you for letting me shout myself out too, Scorpio. That's why I love you so much. You guys are just awesome. All right, let's see. Cool. All right, I know a lot of Scorpios too. Frankie, Miss Hawaii. Scorpios are just awesome. It's cool. All right, let's see what's up with the new vibes. What's up with the new person? Strength card, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, stop telling Scorpio what to do, everybody. Really, seriously. Scorpio is the fixed water sign. Scorpio knows what they're up to. Apparently, I'm defending you, Scorpio, but I got your back. Spinny hugs. All right, new person energy. That was just, I don't even know where that came out of my head at. I am literally just speaker box right now. The 4 of Wands. Oh, my word. Scorpio, you're going to wind up either married or married again, even if you've already been through one marriage or something. This is the 4 of Wands. What I'm seeing on this one, the 4 of Wands and the Strength card, is that this is what's like this. Oh, this has been going on while you felt like you were wasting your time over here. Okay, I get it. Cross watchers, earmuffs. Okay. So what's going on? For maybe about 75% of you guys, the energy I'm pulling on the collective here is that you're trying to let go of somebody that won't let go. So you've already chosen to disconnect from somebody and go in another direction. And you're like, Archer, am I creating the third party energy because this other person won't leave me alone? And I don't think it's the past person. That's a different reading, right? This is for my Scorpios that like you're trying to get out of or get rid of something and go forward, right? And you're fearful that it's creating an issue, right? Or they are. Roles could be reversed, okay? But I really feel that it's like you've made your choice to cut something out, right? Like the rewards for like your twin flame journey. Like kind of like you've dealt with a twin, you've dealt with a karmic, you really want the soulmate, and like you got a stalker. Scorpio, no, Scorpio, don't go. You're like, you are really acting like less of a man or less of a woman right now. And that's even pushing me more in this direction towards the new person, right? 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. You're like, the person who wants to be a third party, who is in no way a third party, is really becoming a 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands pain, right? What I'm seeing here is that I think what it is this person here has got a hard time like they've got a habit of getting in your head a little bit while you're trying to figure out what you want, right? And I was scrying on the 10 of Wands. People have asked about like why I make out with the cards. It's how I scry. Some scry in water, some scry in air or clouds or whatnot. I use the cards. They're my buddies. So this is just letting me go deeper in the message, and I'm rubbing on the headstones. One of you guys could be a widow, or somebody here is grieving a loss. Okay? Nobody should have to bury a child. For those of you that message resonates with this single rose on that one headstone there, that headstone represents the headstone of the unidentified boy that was recovered by the Mackie Bennett on April 18th or 19th, I think it was. But anyhow, somebody here could be born on the 18th or the 19th. The 5th, the 8th is here. The 25th comes out. The 20th, the 3rd, the 15th, the 25th again. Wow, a lot of 25s. 2 and 5 seem to be stalking you. The 9th, the 19th, the 8th, 29th, 18th, 2nd, the 5th. A lot of repeating 8s too. It does show abundance though going forward with this person. You know what it is? It's a hyper independent vibe that came off of this. I think this is what's going down, is because from what this person has gone through, they're closed off, and it's creating tension between the two of you guys because there's the third party who wants to be a third party who's not a third party, right? And it's causing interference in the direction. 6 of Cups. I think this is somebody from back when you were younger, or you guys have a deeper soulmate bond. This is the deep... Ooh. Okay, that's why you're facing this test. Okay, 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups are here. This is a deep twin flame soulmate connection. So that means this is like a little bit of everything hitting. Some of you guys, you have found your end-all be-all, which is why you're going through this 5 of Pentacles thing that's really like quiet and closed offness, the mind games with this, that has you fearful that it's the past repeating itself. Temperance on the Star card in the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, nice. Look at this with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be noticing some coins on your path, okay? For some reason, I'm seeing a quarter under a car seat. In the Wheel of Fortune, remember, the Wheel of Fortune in my decks, that's the card of free will. And I see you exercising your free will on this one to take action balanced, because in the 3 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the thing is, this person never learned how to love, right? Once you clear this cycle out of that, remember I told you to have somebody reach out that's like a, oh boy, goodbye Felicia energy. Rewind if you missed that. Going forward in the week ahead, the bye Felicia energy finds its own way out, okay? And what I'm seeing on this one is due to a situation on the karmic side of the fence, the third party who doesn't want to be a third party, is that they fall off of some kind of bandwagon or a wagon, or off of the wagon, so to speak. And it results in them being, you know how like my Sagittarius grandmother used to always say, you find the good ones at church and the bad ones at the bar, right? I have a feeling your third party, okay, whichever one of you guys has the third party that is not in any way a third party, that's getting in the way of your guys' true love connection with the Star card and the 2 of Cups here, right? What I'm seeing on it is that they wind up seeking their own level, okay? They wind up trying to come to you and tell you they're cheating on you, right? They're like, I found some, like, I had a weak moment. But here's the thing. They actually fall in love with that person, and whomever the karmic third party energy is, that energy finds its own level, another third party karmic type of a vibe, and they go out to be happy. It's one of those energies that you don't suspect happening, but with the Hierophant, believe, because it is there with the Judgment card. This 3 of Swords energy finds an equal 3 of Swords energy, so you guys can be together, and it's really weird. Everybody winds up happy. You never hear from the third party again either. That's how you cut. It goes bye-bye, because they go find. Karma seeks its own level. They go off with the person that fits their mold, and you go off with the person that fits your mold. This person goes off with their Ford Ranger, and you go off with your big, huge lifted truck. You guys are totally, with that 10 of Pentacles, you guys are going to wind up moving in together. Totally. All right. I love this. Scorpio, clean this thing down in the comments. The time is coming For all of those of you that are tired of hearing about the divine timing stuff at play, this time is getting ready to happen. Two of Cups right here. So you guys have even already gotten the message. I think they'll be traveling to see you too. But there's definitely movement between the two of you guys in the future. And if you are single, I'm being told heads up, if you're planning a vacation or a staycation, even if it's just local, I'm being told you meet somebody while you're on the trip, so you might want to pack some cute clothes. Even my boys, all right? Don't take the flip-flops and the cargo shorts. Think, look a little, come on, guys. Step it up a bit. All right? I'm going to go to the store, and I'm going to go on a vacation in my sweatpants. I'm not picking on guys. I've done it too. I've had plenty of times that I get up and I go for coffee in my sweats, so it's fine. I'm just playing. All right. Anyways, Scorpio, leave a comment down below. Do whatever you want down there. It's your spot. Even if you just want to leave an emoji to keep your private life private, it still helps the channel. It means the world to me, and it lets me help manifest for you. I'm on your team. We're in this together. And like, subscribe, set the bell to all notifications, and remember that this will resonate to any placement of Scorpio in your chart. Because you're not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you Scorpio. You're 1 in a billion. You go through 7 levels of ascension. Nobody can even come close to touching you. You're the best. All right. Till next time, I love you, and I'll see you then. Peace and love. And I'll be back for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is still on deck today. Capricorn, Aquarius.